We start tonight at 11 with the big story we've been following all day, the winter weather hitting our area. Snow has been falling much of this afternoon and continues tonight. We have team coverage tonight of the storm's track and the latest on road conditions. Let's start with Bill Steffen. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, behind me you see the intersection of 131 and I-196 downtown. You can see that the traffic is pretty light out there at the current time. Even some of the main roads are snow covered and rather slippery at this hour, and that'll be the case right into tomorrow morning as well. Here's a look at the winter weather advisory, which is going to continue in effect here through 7 a.m. It is not for areas north of Ludington to Big Rapids, where they're not going to get much snow at all. But you can see this includes all the way down through northern Indiana, northwest Ohio. It's a winter storm warning for parts of Illinois and Wisconsin, where they're getting a little bit of a boost off of Lake Michigan. Here's a look at the Storm Track Live. The darker blues indicate where the heavier snow is coming down now, but most of it is fairly light, but it will continue to accumulate as it snows on and off here throughout much of the night tonight. The snow extends back across southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and back out into eastern Iowa. We expect the snow to continue here on and off. You see visibilities here show us how hard it's snowing. The lower that number, that means the heavier snow that's occurring there. We're down to 2 miles at Kalamazoo, Benton Harbor. We're up at 3 miles here in Grand Rapids. That's fairly light snow and not accumulating like it was earlier this evening when that visibility was down around 3/4 of a mile. Look at how cold it is. We're down to 20 in Grand Rapids, already 18 at Big Rapids, 16 at Mount Pleasant. That cold air is headed in our direction, and we're going to be under that Arctic chill here throughout much of this coming week. Ellen's here to show you how much snow we've had so far.
Yeah, checking some of those snowfall reports, and we're getting a lot of them in from official spotters, which is great because on days like today with the type of snow that we're seeing, you can get a lot of blowing and drifting of snow. For example, when I went out to check around 7 p.m. this evening in the downtown Grand Rapids region, we had 2 inches of snow overall, but some 4-inch drifts. Here's a look at how much baseline snow we picked up depending on locations. Castle Park, Allegan coming in at 3.7 inches of snow. The Ford Airport coming in pretty close to that, 3.6, and that actually makes it the biggest snowfall event so far this season. Previously, our biggest snowfall one-day event this season was 3.5 inches of snow at the end of November. A few additional reports: Lowell, 3 inches, Cascade, 3 inches, Kalamazoo, 2.7, and these were as of 10 p.m. this evening. We're expecting even more snow to fall here over the next several hours, so we are going to watch as some of these snowfall totals just get a little heftier. We're expecting most of them to land within the 3 to 6 inch range. So if you're not quite there yet, just keep in mind that we still have several hours worth of snowfall to go, and some of those heavier bands might shift back and forth depending on how the upper level winds take them. As you go north of Grand Rapids, we're expecting about 1 to 3 inches of snow, so just a little less than everyone else. Talking about the colds, this is a preview of what Bill Steffen's going to be talking about with you guys here coming up in your full forecast. Notice by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday of this coming week, we have another bout of cold air. That means not only are we going to be cold enough to keep most of the snow that falls here, we might add to it towards the end of the week. That's what we're going to be talking about even more coming up in your full forecast.
Bill, Ellen, thank you. As Bill mentioned, the snow has been leading to some tricky road conditions for some in West Michigan tonight. News 8's Gabrielle Pfeiffer is riding through Grand Rapids with a look at road conditions now. Hey, Gabrielle.
Yeah, Whitney, luckily we have not seen or heard of any reports of car crashes out here on the roadways because of the weather conditions, so that is a plus. Currently we are on the city's southeast side near Fuller, and we're going to give you a little look at what we are seeing right now as we are driving on the roadways. We've been on the city's southeast, east, and west side of town, also downtown, and really the only strip of road that is completely clear is out on Medical Mile. So what you are seeing right now, covered, slippery roadways. It's really the story out on the streets and also on the highways as well. We talked to the Kent County Road Commission Deputy Director of Operations, Jerry Vernon. He says that a crew will be out concentrating on the highest volume roads like state roads and county primary roads, and then crews will also be out in the morning. So again, if you are going out, getting out, make sure that you are cautious, when you're going up to stop signs, and make sure that you are stopping ahead of time and giving yourself some time to kind of slow down out here on the roads. Reporting live here in Grand Rapids, Gabrielle Pfeiffer, News 8.
Alrighty, stay safe out there. We'll continue to track this storm online and on our Storm Team 8 weather app, and be sure to join us tomorrow morning for daybreak for the latest on your forecast, closings, and of course those traffic conditions.